So let me take you through the entire process of bagging and storing beans and other grains from start to finish. So let's go. Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. We are going to be grading the beans today. If you do not know, my name is Habila and I'm an entrepreneur. I make videos about entrepreneurship, finance, making money, saving money, investing money, all the good stuff. I run an Agric investment company. The name of the company is Kofili Agric Enterprises. And today I want to show you guys how I want to take you through the process of storing beans without chemicals, right? So we store the beans. This is what our storage looks like. This is me and my mother's storage right now. The beans is outside, they're about to grade it for storage. That's our corn down there. This is some beans. This beans afford, that's my mom's name, belongs to my mom. This belongs to somebody else, Leo. So there's even beans. There's also soya beans here as well. So I'll take you through the process of how they work the beans from bringing from the farm to storage and how they're able to bag it to completion. So that's what we'll be doing. Stay tuned and enjoy. So usually when they bring it from the farm, it comes in bags like this, but these are not already packaged bags. So I just went to where they dropped them when they brought them from the farm, and then we are conveying them to where we would grade them and sort them out nicely. Now everything here is done manually. Please do not say, oh, this is the beans that people used to eat, people used to put hand, people used to put. That's why you get your beans, you wash it before you eat it. I beg. So usually it is done manually. You pack all of it. So I'm going down to where it's being graded right now. This is where it's being kept, right? So they'll gather all of the beans together in this place, and the beans we are storing is called oloyin. So the process of doing this is called grading, and I'm going to explain to you that later. So every bag here is going to be unbagged, right? Every bag is going to be torn open and mixed together. So this entire bags of beans here are from the same type of beans called oloyin, but some might come from different farmers, but they are still called oloyin. And if you know anything about agriculture, you would know something called pollination and cross-pollination, where maybe like there's a mixed breed and all. So because one person owns these beans and want to sell it, if possible, to one person, when it's time to sell, the beans have to all look alike. So because of cross-pollination, some are a lot darker, some are a lot whiter, but all these beans are clear and clean, fine beans. It is not adulterated at all. It's not weevil infested. It is pure, clean and safe. So they are going to break every bag here and turn everything on the trampoline right now. So after turning most of the beans on the trampoline, it is time to now go further. Now this is hard work, honestly, and say hi to my mother. She has been my rock and she's been my backbone all through the process. So now every bag here is empty and it's time to go ahead with the mixing of the beans.
The praise him and redeem. I top of my years, so sitting back of Thanksgiving. And of course, you know that everything we got is God given.
Salamu alaikum, sabore kowa. I'm alive in this kingdom of immortals, and I'm an alien in this world of dead. I'm alive giving.
So this is the process of mixing, so that the beans has one face. So that from bag 1 to bag 150 to bag 200, everything has the same face. So what they do is they gather all of the beans in one place, all the supplies of beans, and then they do it like this. I have 2 sessions where I'm doing this. This is the first place, and this is where like I can find shade and be making this video, because as at this time I was really exhausted, and this is a whole lot of beans. As I said, everything is manual labor, and sometimes it's really satisfying to watch, because as they are mixing and turning, it can be therapeutic. What do you think of the process? So this is the process of grading beans.
Friends who be clapping the rapper, suddenly happen and camera suddenly slapping. It's a good time, so you return to reality. Cause fame chases and the chasing shame, that's a tragedy. My man told the industry, I speak with no apologies.
So moving on to the next part, this is the bagging part. Now for beans, you'd have to put it inside a nylon bag and put it inside a sack, right? So the nylon bag protects it from weevils infestation. And as I said, we here at this session they are bagging 50, so it's done in 4 different sessions because we are bagging 200 bags. So this part, these people are doing 50 for the first set, 50 for the second set, 50 for the third set, 50 for the fourth set. So 50 into 4. So I've given them 50 bags. Are you seeing when they put the beans, just so that they can open the bag and then they put it inside the bag and fold it in here for easy filling and all of that. So this is another set. This is another set of 50 in a separate place, but in the same compound though, because we couldn't do all of them in the same place. And this is what we use to preserve the beans, right? This is put inside tissue paper and then thrown inside the beans. So this just gives it like a kind of smell that would not allow weevils come close. So whenever you enter into the store, it has this kind of smell. The smell just stops weevils from coming in. But this does not in any way make the beans poisonous. At any point in time, you can consume these beans with this inside. That's the truth. So this is another set. They are almost done with the bagging process of their first 50, and then would also go to the other set. So this is how it's done. So you fill up the bag, and usually two of that would I say insecticide is put inside of the beans, one under and one at the top. So you've seen how they put it at the first layer. I'll show you how they put it at the second layer. Honestly, now this is the second layer that they're trying to put it in. You just put it at the top, and before you start folding to sew it. So there's another important information here. This is all like see, looking back and just seeing how my journey started last year with you guys, it has been amazing. So this is a other set of 50 that they are done filling up, and this is the sewing process. So when they put in the bags, they try to seal up the bag so that air is not inside the beans. It is just beans, and sometimes the beans can fill up the bag so much they have to reduce, like what this guy is doing now. He's reducing the plenty beans into another bag, and this how they see how they tuck it in nice, and then he continues to sew. So they usually sew all of these bags neatly and nicely. Just the bags now, the nylons are inside and not punctured at all.
Who be clapping the rapper, suddenly happen and camera suddenly slapping. It's a good time, so you return to reality. Cause fame chases and the chasing shame, that's a tragedy. My man told the industry, I speak with no apologies. Cause y'all want a proper to be fit enough, probably.
Salamu alaikum, sabore kowa. I'm alive in this kingdom of immortals, and I'm an alien in this world of death. I'm alive, giving spirits. Salamu alaikum, survival of believers, giving back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. I'ma make it in this thing. Na 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 na. Kaine mai cetona, kaine makiyayena. Ubangiji mai runduna, Allah mai girma, Yesu masoyina.
So these are like all of the bags, and you have to write signages on them, which is what I am doing. At this point, you guys, I was fasting and I was really exhausted, because the very moment you put your head down, you're feeling dizzy, but it has to be done. So I indicate Kwafili on each and every bag, just so that there's no misunderstanding of any sort, right? Kofili is the name of the company and we sell. So we're going to check the other aspect of the beans. This is another side of the beans. This is white beans. This was my beans from last year that we did not get to sell. I'll do another video on that. It should remind me. So I'm going towards the other end of the compound where they are trying to stop the beans, and I'll show you guys some of our corn and some of our beans. As I tell you, this is hard work. Trust me, it is serious hard work. Yeah, this is the corn already, because we are trying to sell our corn at the moment, and this is the second set of beans, right? So everything has to have one face, and so we just mix them up, and they just finish unbagging them, ready to start sacking and doing all the remaining work.
Tired of keeping on the low, man, get out of here. So sickened, but I still feel it within. So dance to the rhythm like the praise to me redeem. I top of my yes, so sitting back at Thanksgiving, and of course you know that.
So for some of them that are finished, we are trying to put it up in the warehouse, and I'll show you guys what the warehouse looks like after arrangement. So beautiful. I'm just so grateful that my hard work is eventually paying off. Seeing this, this is my baby.
Na 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 na.
Yeah, this is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God, I'm steady flying so high. Yeah, in the hand of God. Yes, to make it my sins washed by the blood. I tell the devil, chihuahua like a puppy dog. But y'all get it, the ton of life is paradise. Respect for the art, so we're rolling like a paradise. My entourage is sicker than the vehicle that you're seeking, and the sin is hitting deeper than the tickle that you're creeping. Trinity, cause my God is in the tree. We only care to make a slot chain to the industry. In the streets, so we were rapping and all the friends who